Hello folks, I'm Fillerby and welcome back to Stellaris and the Overlord DLC. We are here again with the Enlightened Kingdom of the Fire Mother. After the dissolution of our Overlord into many little tiny client states here, or smaller states here, as well as the independence of all their former vassals, which are these vassals here, and I think there was one more in here, and then plus us, of course, the big one. We are seeking to regain dominance of this little collection of empires and become the Overlord ourselves. The ultimate goal of this campaign really is to become Overlord over all, because we are a weak, small race bent on never being subjugated again. So when we last left off, we declared war on this former vassal of our Overlord, and we've successfully taken all their systems and beaten up their fleet, and now we just need to land some troops. There's a fun little feature here. If you stick these guys from passive and you put them on aggressive, they will automatically follow military fleets and invade hostile planets on their own. It makes it so much easier to invade planets this way. You don't have to worry about remembering where this fleet is. This fleet is always protected by another of your own fleets, and it's just so much better. It's just so much better to do it that way. In any case, we're continuing to build up some more troops over here for future wars. I think there's 2 more armies on each of these planets that are being built. I reassigned some of the science ships to do some research at our planets because they really don't have anything else to do at the moment, except for this one here, which is going to collect the research data here, which is probably just going to give us a little bit of tech because I think we're far ahead of most of our enemies here, with the exception of the former Overlord. But most of these other little guys, nah, they don't have the tech like we do. Our fleets are just chilling at the moment. This one is going to rejoin this one, and then we're probably going to declare war on one of these others. Probably the Holy Buhovan Empire, maybe the United Buhovan Warrior Clans. We'll see. We'll take a look. I should also double check on our planets to make sure there are things actually going on here. Yeah, see, they have no jobs, so let's give them some jobs. What could we really use? We could really use some more money, so let's do that. And then over here, we could really use more jobs, and we definitely need more money as well. I could use some more of these guys, so why don't I do this? And why don't I build myself while I'm at it the civilian industry? You don't have any special projects now. Yeah, that'll be good for now. The civilian industry. There we go. Yeah, neither of these, this world and our other first planet, are particularly good at any particular resource mining. So they'll probably just end up being like tech worlds and industrial worlds, factory worlds and such, and we'll wait to further expansion to get actual like proper energy generator worlds and mining worlds going. Even agricultural worlds are not particularly good. I only got 3 in each. So this one's got 1 left, so I definitely need something else here. Why are you guys so unhappy? We'll take a look at the happiness in a second. You as well could probably build some energy, I suppose. You don't have an entertainment place, so let's build that as well. It's important to have entertainment on your planets for the amenities, because if they don't have it, then they get really upset. And we need more, so we get that. Let me just check that. Yeah, do you have one? You do have an entertainment complex here, okay. So this is our new planet, Bomba. We can upgrade the central facility, which is excellent. We have lots of housing, lots of amenities, but we do need more jobs. This could be a good agri-world, maybe, and we can start agrifying, if you could call it, take agriculture off of our home world, because this is more useful elsewhere, I think. So let's think about that as an agricultural world, though. It's also a Gaian world. It's one of the special Gaian worlds we have from our relic, which we'll take a look at in a second. I don't really need agriculture right now, so I'm going to skip doing that. I really do need more energy. Let's build another energy thing here. It's always good to have a little bit of energy, I guess. You have your gene clinic? You do not, so let's build a gene clinic as well. And we'll call that good. I think we're in the process of colonizing another planet. Yeah, right here. Probably Grunner. Yeah, so this is the former home planet of the race from our precursor event chain. Every empire, when you start a game, starts with when the player, at least, starts with a precursor story, and there's a number of them to choose from. We happen to get the Baul and the Granur one. I think it's called the Baul one because that's really the precursor we're looking at. But the Granur was a race that was very hostile to the Baul, and long story short, they basically wiped them out, and there were two sort of factions of Baul that were left over, which were this sort of large plantoid species. And one plantoid species completely regressed into basically a dumb, non-sentient plant race again. We found them on a planet somewhere. I don't quite remember which planet it was, but somewhere in our empire here. And it was sort of a sad story that that race no longer, for its own survival, lost its own sentience, and the Granur just left it alone. And then we found the last of the Baul, locked in a space station, long abandoned, Granur long gone, and it just wanted to die. So we asked it some questions, we talked to it a bit, and perhaps if we had different tech, perhaps if we were a different race, maybe if we were a hive mind, maybe if we were a plantoid race, it would have been a different interaction, but ultimately that creature died. And we found out that the Granur also died, and this is their sort of tomb world home planet. We're not quite sure exactly what happened to them, but we're going to colonize it now, and then maybe use the Baul as a sort of stroke of irony here. This is the last Baul, to turn any world into a Gaian world. So we'll turn that tomb world of the Granur into a Gaian world using the last Baul's technology, which I think is quite fun. I really should unlock whatever these are as well. Needs arcane, scything. Yeah, we'll get that eventually. With all that being said, I think our planets are doing well now, so we can close up that sectors. We don't really need to look at the star bases at the moment because there's a lot of clutter there, and you guys seem pretty good. I'm just pretty much going to ignore you. And then we have this, and we don't need the factions because factions are pretty much something you could ignore in the game. Oh yeah, I was seeing why planets were unhappy. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. Population, happiness. The workers are unhappy, but I'm not quite sure why. Are they slaves? Do I have slaves? Workers. Clerks and miners. You count as a slave? No. I know my Empire type allows slavery, but I don't think we do as a people. So we don't like slavery. We'll certainly be overlords of other races, not enslave other races. That's rude. Well, let's prioritize some clerks here to give us the enforcer slot, which should make people a little happier, I suppose. Yeah, lowers the crime, raises our stability a bit. We get nice medical workers here. Raises the habitability a little bit, yep. Gives us some amenities. Pop growth speed. Well, anyhow. Let's get to the war here, and we'll see about invading this planet. So these guys should automatically land. That's nice.
Construction complete.
Good. Grab that system from there was a crystalline entity here.
Colonization in progress.
You're not going to invade this planet? Is it not safe? Let's just check armies. Oh yeah, it's a 286 garrison plus 104, so also that's 300 and something. Okay, so my fleet needs to bombard that planet for a little bit. And these two need to come along and fill up the transportation fleet, which is not quite strong enough at the moment. As you can see, we're bombarding the planet now. is alright. I'm going to have you bombard as well. These two are done, so let's have them come over here as well. That should bump up our fleet pretty good to 400 and something.
Hulks vivisected.
There we go. Yeah, see, we're only getting physics research and engineering research. That means they don't really have any valuable tech for us. Which is unfortunate. Let's bump the speed up one.
Technology secured.
Good, more tech. Starbase capacity is excellent, so let's grab new research from that. Start clearing tile blockers. We're almost at that stage. Let's grab the resource on research first. It's still pretty cheap. And flat cannons, that's pretty good. Mining station output could be good too. I don't know if we're going to go for robots. We might. I have the Citadel tech because I was a bulwark as an option. I'm not sure if I want to get that yet. Let's get the station output. That sounds good. My goal with the series is to at least conquer my former empire here, make ourselves safe, and then we'll see where we are. On September 20th, there's a new DLC coming out for Stellaris, and so I want to beat this campaign to be in a good spot before that comes out so we can start a new run. Maybe I'll have 2 Stellaris games at the same time. Maybe I'll end this one and just start up a new one with a new Toxic Worlds DLC, which sounds quite fun. We'll have to see then. A bunch of subjugation CVs, whatever. Really could use some more alloy production as well. Oh, I don't like that. He's getting bigger. That means I gotta move. Let's grab all these transportation fleets, bring them together. And now we're landing. As you can see, it's automatically landing.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Alright, so let's take you guys, and we'll move you over here, I think. Since they no longer need to bombard, because they're just going to hit our own units. So let's take a look at some of these enemies here. So there's this one, which is the Holy Bavarian Empire, Buvhondan Empire. They have an overwhelming fleet strength. That doesn't sound good to try and take on. And they're currently occupied by these guys, I think, which is not good. And the warrior clans here are now a vassal of the Holy Empire, so I don't want that. Can I fly through there? If I wanted to go over here, could I fly? No, I have to take on an outside person. What about you? The Sacred Bahuvian Kingdom. You have a small fleet here. Are you any good? You're pathetic. Let's take you on. Alright, so I'm going to have to rejigger my fleets here. Get them as fast as I can up to here. And then we'll take that on. I really wanted to take on, I think, this empire, but they're too strong for me at the moment. That's okay. We do have a couple of allies down here. This one is our ally. They're loyal. Let's improve relations because I got somebody here. I did a research agreement. Yeah, we wouldn't learn very much.
Force has seized a planet.
Good. Does that make us ready to go? Yeah, achieve war goal. So this made these guys a vassal now. Perfect. We'll spy here. Or not spy, take our spy away and improve relations with our new vassal. How big is that fleet? It's only 5,000. I can blow it up. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So ours. We have another one here. So you have a fleet of about 1,800. You have a fleet of 2,400, so it's not terrible, but it's not good. I blew up your fleet, so you don't have one. Who else was there? So that's the Holy Bohovian, which is the Bohovian League. Yeah, this guy is really taken off a butt. There's the Commonwealth. A vassal, yeah, vassal. There's the Sacred Kingdom, which has also been invaded. There's the Divine Assembly here. What if we ask them to be our vassal? They are not at peace. They are at war with... At the Imperial Civil War, yeah. So taking them out would be good. And the Sacred Bohovian Kingdom, yeah, these two. No, sorry, this one and this one. I think are the only two I can grab now. And then maybe I can take on the former master? I don't know. I gotta build more fleets. But to do that I'm gonna need more income here. I want you to come up here, please. Let's take a look at these again. Let's see about building some more factories to produce goods. Maybe I'll upgrade this. This will be... Hold on. If I do this, it's going to cost me motes per turn. Do I make motes? I do. Sure. Let's do that and build another one of those. Let's build another one of these here. And let's build another one of these here. There we go. Yeah, you don't have much of a fleet, but I gotta make it up there real quick. You're on your way. And you can come up here too. They'll probably use you in war. What do we got now? This is mining. That's good. Always could use more mining. Engineering research would be good. Sure, it's still relatively cheap. Let's grab that. You have building slots available. You're building the gene clinic. That's good. Oh, we're maxed out in influence again. Alright. How strong are you? You're inferior. Let's grab some more, where are we here? Grab some more claims here, systems. We have all this taken. Let's think about what I want to do here. Let's grab that one, and that one. ends this little corner. This in the middle, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe we'll head out this way. What is this over here? A Tundra world. Okay. Down this way, perhaps. There's another wormhole here. Maybe I'll head this way. We'll grab these two as well. 600? Oh, I can grab the last one for a little bit more. Sure. Sounds good. There we go. You guys, you're equivalent. It's not too bad. No idea what this is. Let's continue on our way here. Are these our allies? Yeah.
Sphere of influence expanded.
So they're building their fleet again. We've got our new planet here, a tomb world, which has got nothing, but let's do this. New Boa life seeding. Our environmental specialists are pleased to report that the terraforming process on Granor Prime has been completed. The planet has been successfully transformed into a Gaia world. Once again, as a result of the process itself not quite fully understood by our genetics, a number of new Baul plantations have appeared. We'll say incredible again. So let's close this, and then we'll take a look at Granor again. And it's now a Gaian world, even though it doesn't look like one. It is. So let's build some stuff. We need definitely a couple of housing districts. Let's build that gene clinic right away. And this is a great mining world, so let's grab at least a couple of them. A couple of generator districts as well. We'll call that good. So we'll just wait for that artifact to come up again, and once it does, we'll settle another world, maybe this one up here, maybe the second world in this system. We'll make it another Gaian world. It's almost there. A little worried about this this empire going a little nutso. What's this? You're a vassal. You're a vassal. You're a vassal. The sacred Bohovian Empire is independent. And the Bohovian League is independent. I think they are occupied. Yeah, by the Holy Bohovian. Yeah. You are, yeah. And you are, yeah. And the Divine Assembly has taken the Commonwealth's planet here. Interesting. Well, we're still going to take this one, at the very least, and we can see what we can do. Maybe we can take on the Bohovian League. Grab this system here. And then take on the Assembly, which just got occupied by the Empire, so I don't think that's going to last. We'll see. So we got some transports that were lost, so let's build some more. We'll build them in Elon here, get 3 more. Yeah, the Holy Empire here. You know what? I think I'm gonna kick them out. Where are they here? Guys, I want you to close borders. Where are we here? Goodbye. Get out of my systems. Gotta fix our money situation here before I start building too many more ships. Branch office. You are a peaceful trader. Okay, you probably won't be corrupting my planets, that's good. Yeah, you're here to invade, but you're not quite ready because I don't have a fleet nearby yet. Here we go. Let's declare war. To vassalize.
We have declared war to safeguard our interests.
You come in here, and you come in here, please.
Technology secured.
What do we got now? Oh, wormhole travel. Excellent. I do have a couple of wormholes in my system. I should get this at some point. Let's get research alternatives. It's always useful. I don't really need the archaeological thing because all my dig sites are dug. Now that I have a wormhole, let's grab you. You're kind of a useless person. And we'll have you come over here and explore this wormhole, please.
Technology secured.
Oh, and now what? Nope, more research on research. Arcane deciphering, maybe I'll get that. More edicts is good too. Claims, war exhaustion. Let's do claims and war exhaustion. That's important for our empire. A lack of jobs here? We do. We are building. Yeah, I don't really need this, the second city district right away, so let's put that down at the bottom of the list.
Attacking enemy vessels.
This shouldn't be much of a fight. Yeah, they're hardly even hurting us. And complete. And are you gonna land? You are.
Planetary invasion commenced.
You come over here, please. Looks like there isn't any tech in here to research. Let's declare war on this person. Yep. Declare war. Or do I want to make claims? Hold on, let's make claims. I want this. Thank you. And then this is your other homeworld. Okay. You're currently occupied, so I don't think that's gonna work. Let's do that, and then now let's declare war for our claim.
We have declared war to safeguard our interests.
And have you come over here and take that, please. Now let's see where that wormhole goes. Oh, way over here. Interesting. Where's that wormhole? I've lost myself. Here we go. So now I'm a little worried, so let's build a star base here. So we're a bit of a paranoid race, and then we'll pop through. Can I just go through? Hold on. View selected. Sure, survey system. Get a new encounter. Sounds
Tactical
good.
retreat.
Let's grab you. You're retreating from here? Oh, you are.
Attacking enemy assets.
I'll take out that station, please. Perfect. Now you're occupied. And you occupy this. And this. So that's the Commonwealth. Let's take our. What are we? This is. Just gotta let their war exhaustion come up, I guess. And in this one. We would get Haggers. We did status quo, so let's do that. Make a little quick war there. You gonna peace out, please? Thank you. Now this is my world. My system. Alright, let's have both of you heal here.
Tactical retreat.
Who's retreating? Let's look at our civilian ships. You are? Okay, how about you come back through? Excuse me? You can come over here, can't you? There's no route to reach this system. I think you'll just teleport back, because I think that's bugging out. There we go. Well, that takes us to the end of this episode. We've managed to grab one new vassal, grab one new system. This vassal is basically ours now. And you can see they have another system over here, which is occupied by the other guys. I see. Sacred Bohovian Kingdom. Hold on. Who am I at war with? The Sacred Bohovian Kingdom. Is that who these guys are? No, it's the Holy Bohovian Empire. Alright, gotcha. And that's the kingdom over there. Okay, anyhow, in the next episode we will continue our expansion into our former Overlord, taking a few systems, hopefully getting this system. Looks like they have two more sections here that are occupied by the Holy and Bohovian Empire, who is overwhelming, which worries me in strength. Perhaps we can get some allies to help us beat them up. But we'll have to deal with that in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying it. Please like and subscribe if you are. It helps the channel out a great deal. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.